Hello everyone, a good Erev Shabbos. We're about to go into a very unique Shabbos, and that is a Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, Shekalim. Practically that means we'll take out 3 Sifrei Torah from the Ark. And I'd like to dedicate all the words of Torah I'm about to say to the memory of my father, Tzvi Meir ben Moshe Yonatan, Zichrono Levracha, Lechayei Ha'olam Haba, whose yahrzeit is this Shabbos, Aleph Adar. On the surface, we can basically say that it happened to all work out on the same day with no real connection between them. It's a Parshat Shavua, Parshat Teruma. We have Rosh Chodesh, so we'll read a little bit of that. And finally, it's Parshat Shekalim, so we'll read a little bit of that. But I believe that if they all come out on the same week, there's divine providence in the world, and there must be a message here. So what message can we glean from having all 3 on one week? I believe the answer could be found in the Modim Derabanan. When the Chazan in the Chazarat Hashatz says the regular Modim, we say the Modim Derabanan. Not like the regular Modim is the Oraisa, but rather Derabanan means many different rabbis had suggestions as to what the congregation should say, and eventually the halacha is that we say all of it. We took all their suggestions and we put it into one Modim Derabanan. And in this Modim Derabanan, there are 3 components. Number 1, we thank God for what was, Al Shechin Tanu V'Kim Tanuhan, the fact that you kept us alive and well until now. Number 2, we add a request for the future. Kain Techayenu Utekaimenu, keep us alive and well in the future. And then number 3, we go to the way future time of V'te'esof Galuyotenu Lachatzrot Kochecha, bring back all the exiles to your courtyard, and ultimately bring back the holy sacrificial work, and ultimately we will come back to a time in which Chodesh Yameinu Kekedem, we will have a Beis HaMikdash, we will have a central location in Jerusalem. In my opinion, that is the message of this Shabbos. Number 1, Ashechin Tana V'Kim Tana, you kept us alive and well for another week, and here we are now reading the next Parsha. Last week we were at Mishpatim, and now we're holding by Teruma. We made it through another week. Number 2, Rosh Chodesh is always a time in which we pray for the future. We pray that God, please, this new month should be L'Tova V'Livrachah, as we're going to say in Musav L'Sasonu L'Simcha, namely, Kain Techayenu Utekaimenu, keep us alive and well for the near future. And finally, Shekalim, which brings us back to the Beis HaMikdash, that half shekel that every Jew brought, that went into a communal fund, and only from that fund did we bring the communal sacrifices, like the 2 daily tamids and the musafs and every other sacrifice that was a communal sacrifice. In my opinion, the message of this Shabbos is Modim Derabanan practiced. 1, present, we made it through another week. 2, near future, looking forward to a much better month of Mishenichnas Adar, Marbin Besimcha. And finally, looking to the way future of coming back to the courtyard of the Beis HaMikdash, once again collecting the Shekalim, and once again having the sacrificial work. So we have a lot on our agenda this Shabbos, and I believe this has to be reflected in the way we come into Shabbos and leave Shabbos. A, look at what's in front of your nose and give thanks to God. We made it through another week. Number 2, think of the month, the near future. And number 3, think of the far future. And if we think of all these things, Be'ezrat Hashem, the words we say in Modim Derabanan will come true. We will come back to a time, La'ovdecha Belevav Shalem, Baruch Kel HaHodaot. Wishing everyone a good Shabbos, a Chodesh Tov, and may indeed we see a time in which the entire Jewish people return to the temple.
משנכנס אדר, משנכנס אדר, משנכנס אדר.